Hey, welcome back to another edition of Everything Football 62. I'm your host, Jonathan Big Tex Johnson, aka Professor Tex, aka Uncle Tex. I'm going off the beaten path. I'm going off of what we normally talk about here at Everything Football. You know, guys, I'm all about football. That's all I'm talking about here. But it's a product that's out right now and seems to be a good product. I'm a big Pinterest guy, right? So I started seeing the product, I guess, probably almost a year or so ago. And I thought it was clever on how they marketed and everything like that. And, like just different pictures and different guys talking about different things and whatnot. And so I ran across that whole Manscape thing, which, it's like, cool. I said, oh, guys got, doing that and everything. And, we had the little coconut balls and all that kind of stuff and Harry and the balls. And it's tongue in cheek and it's kind of funny and stuff like that. And I didn't really think anything of it. So okay, yeah. Everybody has their way about how they go about taking care of things down there in that particular region, and in the man's private parts and whatnot. When it comes to that, that's an important thing, right? Now, this is where it started having issues for me. Then all of a sudden, I started sitting up there seeing these women in the commercials. And talking about shave down there, do this, do that, and it's obviously it's tongue in cheek and whatnot, and it's just what you're seeing more and more in this commercial. So I go up and I'm just like, okay, I'm like, what does that have to do with you? Okay, because when they start talking about women's private parts in those commercials, you don't see guys jumping around there talking about you need this or you need that or you might need to do this. You don't see that. And if anybody want, and you can show me that if you want to, when it comes to that type of stuff, there you can. If you show me that, leave a link in the description, right? In the comments, leave a link down yonder, right? But this is the thing. So I end up seeing the commercial that has Rob Gronkowski up in it. I guess that's supposed to be his girlfriend, wife, or whatever. And it's corny. Oh, the Bush, which is funny because when I was coming up, Bush was always something that was known for that of the woman to have and all that. But that's neither here nor there. I'm an old head, so that's it's whatever. But that's what it was called when I was coming up, and that dealt with women, not men. Moving on. So Gronkowski's in the commercial, and this, all this, and he's behind the bush and stuff like that. All my balls and this, that, and the other, and all that kind of real funny. Telling him what he basically needs to do. Next commercial, a woman telling a man how to shave down there, and she's like, would you use a knife to cut wood? Would you bite on wood? Would you do this? Would you do that? No, you would use this. Can get your balls clean. This, that, and the other. Then it's a man jumping around like a damn ape, after he supposedly took care of his stuff, manscaping and stuff, and he's ready for his woman. I'm clean down there, and he's jumping around like a damn ape. Okay, and I'm like, oh, this is just ridiculous now, right? Then it's a woman, that's talking to dealing with a boxer. Dealing with a boxer and whatnot. He's in I don't see what it has to do with anything because the guy's he has his shirt off and ready to box, and then she crawls up under the ring with her ass basically, big ass and everything, crawling up under the ring and everything like that. Tell him what he needs to do and that he needs to do this, needs to do that, this, that, and the other. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Then it's the one with the caveman and cave woman, and then this woman telling about, yeah, he needs to do this, he needs to do that, shaving here and this nether region parts and all this other kind of stuff. And that made me come over here. I'm gonna hit a PSA. First and foremost, let's get this straight, right? Let's just get this straight. Like I just said a few seconds ago, really. If that was dealing around with a woman, or you need to shave down and you're never in your bush and never in that region down there, with this crap, with this all this mess out here now with the Me Too movement and all this other kind of stuff, they would be having these guys' heads, literally, right? So I find it funny that you have women that's in these commercials or these guys, because the product obviously is a good product. It's a tongue-in-cheek marketing. I like how they kind of market it, but they could have did it without the women. Because what you're saying is that to get validation from women or to make sure everything is fine with women, you have to make sure your region is down there because of a woman. That's not the right answer, fellas. That's not what that's about. First and foremost, you're supposed to take care of down there because that deals with hygiene, young men. That deals with hygiene. That's something that you're supposed to do anyway. You follow what I'm saying? That's something you're supposed to do anyway. You don't do that because of a broad. You do that because it's the right thing to do and because it's sanitary, it's clean. It deals with hygiene, young fellas. All right? That's what it deals with. You don't take a bath or take a shower or a bath and get clean per se because of a broad. You do that because it's the right thing to do. It's what you're supposed to do. You don't supposed to walk around with people having an offensive odor. You follow what I'm saying? So all of those commercials that I see, and then I saw other different types of commercials there with women in it and stuff like that, get down there clean and everything like that. Is anybody talking about that, getting their asses down there and getting themselves clean? Because they hold a lot more damn hair down around that area than men do. And you don't see commercials where if a woman needs to be shaving down there, where a guy's running around there talking about, do you need to get your beaver clean or anything like that? Tongue in cheek as it may be, to me is disrespectful, and it's goofy for guys to sit up there and play along with that and thinking it's like that because you're telling me that you're only doing this to validate women. So in other words, if you wasn't getting no broads, if you weren't worried about getting no woman, you wouldn't even shave down there. You'd be nasty just for the hell of it, and whatnot. And this is stupid. And I said, well, damn, Tex, what you talking about? You don't talk about football. I said, nah, because I'm like, I couldn't believe this is just man to man. This is Uncle Tex talking, just man to man talking. Because I already know about stuff like that. I had great teachers to sit up there and teach me about different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like about that area down there you're supposed to take care of and how you're supposed to take care of it and what you're supposed to do, how to clean yourself, all of that stuff. You follow what I'm saying? So I know about purity and neatness. I know about, I was taught that by Ali Mamisa. You know what I'm saying? Answer God to cleanliness or purity and neatness. You know what I'm saying? For those that know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, that's something you're supposed to do. I didn't need to know. That's cool. They have that or whatever. But to make it, you do that because of cleanliness. It had nothing to do with worrying about some broad, some damn woman. You're doing that to get clean, not because to make her. And how do they fit in the commercial? That's why I say put the shoe on the other foot. Those commercials are not even happening. They're not even happening. And that just made me sick to my stomach looking at that. I'm like, so just doing it just because of them? And then they got the tongue in cheek and they up in there talking that shit or saying what they're saying in the commercials. Like the guys are goofy, like, well, you need to shave down there, do this, that, and the other, ha, 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 whatever. That you need to take care of that down there. Are you taking care of what you're supposed to take care of downstairs? Or you doing that? Can I do a commercial like that? Can a man come on a woman's commercial when it talks about that time of the month or dealing with that of what I want to say, dealing with odor. To be dealing with odor, does it have anything to do with that? You follow what I'm saying? Would men be in that commercial? Would men be in that commercial? And the answer would be no, they wouldn't be in that commercial. So that's what I'm talking about. It makes no sense. And it's disrespectful, corny in the whole 9 yards. And it just made me just like, damn, that's crazy. And it's like, it's good, or whatever. I'm just like, it makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me how that even happens. But those are the commercials out there, and all of a sudden, I just felt like I had to say something to young cats out there. No, you do that because you do that to get clean. Don't worry about the woman. You don't want to, just like taking a bath. You take a bath because it's the right thing to do. It's cleanliness, it's hygiene, and you're not supposed to be to offend anybody by smelling a certain way and bacteria and all that. So it's reasons why we take baths and showers and keep ourselves groomed and whatnot in those areas and everything like that. So it has nothing to do with the trying to quote unquote, does it come along with attracting opposite sex? Fine. If that so happens to attract them, then that's fine, and so be it. But that's not the number one reason why you do it. You do it because it deals with hygiene. It deals with hygiene. It deals with cleanliness. That's what it deals with. So, guys in that Manscape, y'all can do better than that. Y'all don't even have to have no damn woman up in the damn commercial. To be perfectly honest, because you ain't gonna see men in the commercial, the direct opposite doing like that for women to say, you need to do this, that, and the other on your side. You need to do this. You need to do that. You follow what I'm saying? You'll never see that. So they don't need to be in there. All right, so PSA from Uncle Tex, Big Tex Johnson. I'll probably be back with going back to what we normally talk about here. I just felt compelled to say that. You guys have a good one.